You've been chasing wealth the hard way. More income streams, more side hustles, more investments to track. You're working harder than ever, yet your bank account isn't reflecting the effort. Here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Real wealth doesn't come from adding more to your plate. It comes from strategic subtraction and elimination. I'm about to share a three-part system that creates wealth through what I call lazy optimization. It's not about being cheap or cutting corners. It's about eliminating the activities that drain your mental bandwidth and automating the systems that build wealth while you sleep. By the end of this video, you'll know how to multiply your wealth-building capacity without working harder. Most people are trapped in what I call identity homeostasis. Your brain keeps you locked into patterns that feel productive but generate minimal wealth. You attend meetings that accomplish nothing, maintain social obligations that drain your energy, and engage in busy work that creates the illusion of progress while keeping you stuck in the same financial position. The hidden cost of this busy work goes deeper than lost time. When your mind is cluttered with low-value activities, it blocks the neural pathways needed for high-value thinking. Your brain can't access the creative problem-solving mode that generates breakthrough insights about wealth creation. You're operating in survival mode instead of strategic mode. This is where strategic disappearance becomes your most powerful tool. Real transformation happens when you create a vacuum where your old patterns once lived. You disappear from meetings that don't move the needle. You eliminate social commitments that exist purely out of obligation. You stop engaging in activities that feel important but don't multiply your results. Let me give you a specific example. I worked with someone who eliminated 3 daily activities: checking social media in the morning, attending weekly status meetings that could have been emails, and responding to non-urgent messages throughout the day. These eliminations freed up 2 hours of focused time and removed dozens of mental interruptions. Within 6 months, that mental bandwidth led to identifying a business opportunity that generated more passive income than their day job. The breakthrough didn't come from working harder or adding new strategies. It came from creating space for their mind to operate at a higher level. This is the compound effect of saying no to everything that doesn't multiply your results. Each elimination creates more mental capacity for wealth-building activities. Each no to low-leverage work is a yes to high-leverage thinking. Your brain has limited processing power. When it's consumed with managing trivial decisions and meaningless tasks, there's no capacity left for the strategic thinking that creates wealth. Most people never experience this higher level of mental operation because they're too busy being busy. The activities you eliminate matter more than the ones you add. Every low-value commitment you maintain is stealing mental resources from wealth creation. Every meeting you attend out of obligation is time your subconscious could be solving high-value problems. Every social media check is an interruption that fragments your focus and prevents deep thinking. Identity homeostasis fights against this elimination process. Your old identity wants to stay busy, wants to feel needed, wants to maintain the familiar patterns that keep you comfortable but broke. Real transformation requires you to disappear from the activities that define your current financial reality. The people who build sustainable wealth understand this principle intuitively. They guard their mental bandwidth like their most valuable asset because that's exactly what it is. They eliminate ruthlessly and protect their thinking time fiercely. When you create this vacuum, something powerful happens. Your mind finally has space to operate at its highest level. The breakthrough insights that lead to wealth multiplication can only emerge when your mental resources aren't fragmented across dozens of low-value activities. This elimination process isn't about becoming antisocial or irresponsible. It's about becoming strategically selective with your mental energy so you can focus on the activities that actually build wealth. Now that you've eliminated the mental clutter, it's time to build systems that generate wealth without your constant attention. Manual effort is the enemy of sustainable wealth building because it requires your presence, your energy, and your time. The moment you stop working, the money stops flowing. The wealthy understand something most people miss. True wealth comes from systems that operate independently of your daily involvement. While others are trading time for money, they're building machines that print money while they sleep. This automation framework rests on 3 pillars: systems, people, and technology. Each pillar removes you from the equation while maintaining or increasing your wealth generation. Systems create predictable processes that run without your oversight. People execute tasks that don't require your specific expertise. Technology handles repetitive decisions and actions that consume your mental bandwidth. The first step is identifying which activities in your life can be systematized or delegated. Look at everything you do in a typical week and ask yourself, does this require my unique skills and knowledge, or could someone else handle this with the right system in place? Most people resist this analysis because they've convinced themselves they're irreplaceable. They believe their personal touch is essential for every decision, every interaction, every task. This belief keeps them trapped in manual mode, forever trading hours for dollars instead of building wealth-generating systems. Start with your finances. Automate your investments so money flows into wealth-building vehicles without requiring your monthly decision. Set up automatic transfers that move money from checking to savings, from savings to investments, from investments to diversified portfolios. Each automation removes a decision point that could derail your wealth building. Create decision-making frameworks that eliminate daily choice fatigue. Instead of deciding whether to invest each month, create a system that invests automatically. Instead of choosing which opportunities to pursue, develop criteria that filter opportunities for you. Instead of managing every financial decision, build rules that handle routine choices. These frameworks work because they remove emotion and inconsistency from wealth building. Your automated system doesn't have bad days, doesn't get distracted by market noise, doesn't make impulsive decisions based on fear or greed. It follows the strategy you designed during your clearest thinking moments. Building feedback loops takes this automation to the next level. Your systems should optimize themselves based on results. If an investment strategy isn't performing, the system adjusts. If a business process is inefficient, the metrics reveal the problem automatically. You're not micromanaging, you're monitoring high-level results while the system handles the details. Most people resist automation because of psychology, not practicality. They fear losing control, worry about making mistakes, or believe that hands-on management is somehow more virtuous. This resistance keeps them stuck in manual mode, forever busy but never wealthy. The truth is that automation creates more control, not less. When your wealth-building systems run automatically, you can focus on high-level strategy instead of daily execution. When your investments happen without your involvement, you avoid the emotional decisions that destroy long-term returns. Here's how to automate your income generation. If you're employed, negotiate for performance bonuses that reward results rather than hours. If you own a business, systematize the operations so revenue flows without your daily presence. If you're building passive income, create systems that generate money while requiring minimal maintenance. Technology amplifies this automation exponentially. Apps can track your spending and optimize your budget. Algorithms can rebalance your investment portfolio based on market conditions. Software can handle customer service, process orders, and manage business operations without your involvement. The compound effect of automation is staggering. Each system you build frees up mental bandwidth for higher-level wealth creation. Each process you automate removes a potential failure point from your wealth building. Each decision you systematize eliminates the cognitive load that prevents strategic thinking. While others are grinding through manual tasks, your automated systems are building wealth around the clock. While they're making emotional financial decisions, your frameworks are executing optimal strategies consistently. While they're overwhelmed by choice fatigue, your systems are operating with machine-like precision. This isn't about being lazy. It's about being strategically efficient with your most valuable resources, your time, energy, and mental bandwidth. Once you've eliminated the mental clutter and automated the basics, something remarkable happens. Your mind finally has space for high-leverage thinking. This is where real wealth multiplies, but most people never reach this level because they're too busy being busy. The difference between high-leverage and low-leverage wealth activities is profound. Low-leverage activities require your constant presence and generate linear returns. You work 1 hour, you get paid for 1 hour. High-leverage activities create exponential returns that compound over time. You solve one problem and it generates wealth for years. Most people spend their entire careers trapped in low-leverage thinking. They focus on incremental improvements to their salary, small optimizations to their budget, or minor tweaks to their investment portfolio. These activities feel productive because they generate measurable results, but they're fundamentally limited by your personal capacity. High-leverage wealth creation operates on a completely different principle. Instead of trading time for money, you're creating systems that multiply your impact. Instead of solving problems once, you're building solutions that solve problems repeatedly. Instead of generating income through effort, you're creating assets that generate income through ownership. Here's how to identify the 20% of actions that generate 80% of your wealth results. Look for activities that create lasting value beyond the time you invest. Look for problems that affect multiple people and can be solved systematically. Look for opportunities where your unique knowledge or skills can be packaged into scalable solutions. The breakthrough insights that lead to wealth multiplication only emerge when your mental resources, aren't fragmented across dozens of low-value activities. Your subconscious mind needs uninterrupted processing time to connect patterns, identify opportunities, and develop innovative solutions. This is why strategic thinking time becomes non-negotiable. Block out periods where you're completely disconnected from operational tasks and focused purely on high-level strategy. During these sessions, you're not managing existing systems or solving immediate problems. You're thinking about market trends, identifying emerging opportunities, and designing new wealth creation strategies. The compound effect of focusing only on activities that multiply your results creates exponential wealth growth. Each high-leverage action you take creates more capacity for additional high-leverage actions. Each system you build generates resources that fund bigger systems. Each problem you solve at scale creates the expertise to solve larger problems. Real examples of high-leverage wealth creation require minimal daily effort once established, creating intellectual property that generates royalties, building businesses that operate without your presence, developing investment strategies that compound automatically, identifying market inefficiencies that can be exploited systematically. The people who achieve sustainable wealth understand that their most valuable asset isn't their time or their money. It's their capacity for high-leverage thinking. They protect this capacity ruthlessly because they know it's the source of all their wealth creation. While others are optimizing their productivity to squeeze more hours from their day, wealthy people are optimizing their leverage to squeeze more results from each action. While others are adding more activities to their schedule, wealthy people are eliminating everything that doesn't multiply their impact. Your mind operates like a spotlight. When it's diffused across multiple low-value activities, it lacks the intensity needed for breakthrough insights. When it's focused on high-leverage opportunities, it can illuminate solutions that create lasting wealth. The real wealth hack isn't working harder or finding secret strategies. It's subtracting the noise, automating the basics, and focusing exclusively on what multiplies your results. Start today by eliminating one low-leverage activity that's consuming your mental bandwidth. Subscribe for more contrarian wealth strategies that actually work.